Is that just going to be a consolation prize for the team, as there is another player present quite close to the knock player from the side of God's Reborn? Yashirao has Sketch right next to him, so revive might just come there. Machine Barra needs to revive his teammates, so the situation can be salvaged somehow. Kapshi is in a wonderful position, and since Mad from the side of God's Reborn does not have a proper weapon, he has a VSS in his hands. Future Station, Kapshi might just be able to take that duel. Let's see what is going to happen, how this fight is going to come to an end.
Yes, we have to wait for that, but in this fight, 2 men has already lost from the sides of Future Station, and the best part for Gods are that they are still 4 men strong, but for how long? That's the question. But on the other side, we can see Khan going down. That means Venom Legend into the fight, and one by one other players are also being taken on. But let's head away towards the fight that is actually happening into the area of Georgiapur, as these teams are actually being punished now. Kapchi barely surviving on that 12 HP. Can Badway pull this fighter off in its own name? That will be a question that is going to be answered in a moment or two, because the way Badway is just trying to spot the players, he is looking deadly. 2 kills in its name for now, and all those 2 kills have
I mean, it's getting really chaotic here, because if you keep a close eye on the kill feed, it looks like F4 and R3G are also going at it, and Khan, well, he has been destroying the players of R3G, just getting finished off right there.
Exactly, a very long range fight, but kudos to the guys, the way the Future Station player, free side players are actually trying to maneuver themselves. But this slam, this nade, oh my goodness, 2 players are already down. Jack 6-9 with that Shoikot, 1 also goes down, and Sinister barely surviving on 20 HP, but for how long will he survive? That's a question, because we can also see 1 more elimination from the side onto A1 Esports. Sinister barely surviving, Jack's just trying to bear, but Tyrant, can he make a move? Can he make a move? That is a guy, just you need to turn it back, and yes, with that, elimination for A1 Esports.
I mean, they do eliminate A1 Esports, but Tyrant could not get out fast enough, as before he was taking
himself as a team and playing brilliantly. Can they again rescue himself? This is a question, but for now, it's a very difficult situation. It's a very crispy situation, and he has to take himself out, and soon it seems that Sandesh will bleed off. That means after that 5 kills, he is the lone man surviving from his team party. One thing he does manage to get himself for that is to finish the period, all the congestions, all the clusters, and now it is down to all the individual players, all the individual teams that they are just trying to take down one by one. For now, 10 kills onto the name, and they are just still not stopping. B1 again with that M416 spray, they are just not stopping. 11 kill, can they make it to 15? That's a question that will be answered in a moment or two. Playzone takes the players from 7C. That means 1 more player goes down, and it seems that Turulov is the sole one surviving with the rig, barely surviving on 1 HP. But Turulov, look at that, a good retaliation coming from his side with that barrel 6x spray. These all players are God, Johnny. These all players are God.
Yeah, definitely. But look at this. He's not stopping. Turulov just showering his opponents with the love of the leg bullets that are there in his barrel. Yeah, it is impressive, and he somehow managed to control the entire spray. Now it's down to a 1v1 between him and B1. It's Turulov versus B1. B1 spots Turulov out. Oh, he sees the head, but he misses the shots right there. Turulov just going right behind the cover, right at the very right second. Now B1, he's going for the charge. If Turulov has a first aid, then he might just be able to close this fight out. Oh, that was a big mistake. B1, he went for a grenade.
What was that?
Waiting for the perfect opportunity. That is going to be so deadly to these 2 players. I believe this has to be the end of Skylight Gaming.
Yes, and with that, a nade, maybe a follow-up nade can finish things off. But you were talking about the flank angle from Joker. This is a moment where it might pincer them down, and this can be a demise for them. But Leon's still not just waiting, he's just trying to flush out all those players. But for how long will the players of StalwartFlex to survive? Because he is up against the 4 big names for Skylight Gaming. Played although he takes 1 player down, just trying to finish his things off for him. But the final nail in the coffin has been drawn to him, and
but no, he's cooking up a nade. This is a huge mistake. Switches back to the weapon, goes for the shot. Galvin is finally going to be shut down. Siog securing the kill. Now he sees AJ as well hiding behind that car right there. Switches back to the grenade. The nade is going to be tossed out. And I believe it is perfect to dish out a lot of damage to AJ. Let's see if they can get a knock. AJ dropping down to 50% HP. Another nade being tossed this time. Oh, that was a Molotov by Shifu. AJ, you're not going to survive. Better take the hit.
Yep, you have to, and AJ with that finish off. Deadeye Guy is looking far and Rahman takes him back. That means F4 also looking very strong in this match, and a nade can do wonders for this team because the way the players have already positioned themselves, a nade can be detrimental for them, but they also have to clear that back because INE is sensing this right moment, right opportunity. They are just trying to pincer them down as Glitch has already been pincered them down, but Voltrux goes down in the mean process, but still F4 R3 went strong. But all these fights, among all these fights, Skylight Gaming are still 3 men intact, and the best part for them is that they are holding the circle for now.
Well, they are trying to hold the circle, but quite an unfortunate news for F4 as Rahman has been taken down. Voltrux was taken down already by the players of INES. So F4 not in a really good position. Destroyer heading towards Rahman and Voltrux, who are hiding inside the smoke right now, trying to go for the revive. Goes for Voltrux first, I believe. In the meanwhile, the nade from INES actually ends up taking down all 3 of them. F4 down to just one last player, Khan, and he gets finished off as well, ladies and gentlemen. Down to the top 3 teams. It is INES, SG, and 1952. 1952 and Heaven. They slowed things down. Heaven might be in a comfortable position to take down at least 2 players from the side of 1952. He sees entry, takes him down, but now he has just exploded himself, and he is going to be exploded with, well, a lot of aggression. Joker in a 1v1 situation against Magnet, and he takes him down. How did he do that?
1 HP!
He takes all of them down. Yes, now he's there with I believe 1 or 3 HP on him. But INES, what is going on? The nade from Clutch takes his own teammate down. Joker was given the opportunity to heal up, but he gets double P'd, he gets finished off. That was such a chaotic ending. I mean, as chaotic as game number 1. INES securing quite easily. Vegeta, he sees one of the players inside of the window, has a startle in his hand. He is going to get double peek from the corner, but not if he peeks first, and that turns out to be a bad decision. Vegeta is going to be dropped down, knocked out, and finished by the players of 1952. The way the players of Freestyle, are approaching this fight, it is not good. They are going for those one individual player pushes.
Exactly.
First it was Vegeta, then it was Mima. Now Black is the man that is aggressing towards the players of 1952, but he should have some cover. The answer is going to be no. Entry takes him down as well. That means Freestyle are left with just one player. Tyrant, the last surviving individual for the team. 1952 just happened.
He has also been taken down.
Well, quite an unfortunate situation for the lads right there, but let's see if they will be able to move forward. Talk about moving forward. Well, Sadiq, he's moving from one target to the next and ends up taking 2 more as the players of NF on island side where the players of God's Reborn are.
Exactly, crossing this stream is becoming a deadly situation for all the teams. That because of that, 1952 Magnet goes down from the players of R3G. That means this is the moment he's just trying to make the most of the situation. Insane is still holding that buggy, and that gives him the luxury, the opportunity to take some shots, and just because of that, a brilliant spotting coming from this side. If he takes his team to go to some good positioning points, it will be a good for him, but still he's still having the 5 first hit. That means he can still afford to survive in that water area. But look at that, with that most of the team trying to make an
insane. Look at him, 2 first hits, hiding inside the car, just healing up, hoping that a few more teams will get eliminated by the time he has to pop his head out of the water, so to speak. But I mean, the teams are fighting. 3 teams. Alright, Edgar is being taken down, so Insane strategy does work out in the favor, finds himself in the top 6. 1952 entry getting finished off. Sharp and Tawfiq still surviving. Jane, we do see him inside the water as well. This game is turning out perfectly for the squad of God's Reborn. Moves towards a little bit to the south, to the island, the center island right there. Then I believe things will get really interesting. Alright, so 19
Jane was the last player surviving within the first game of Erangel. So Jane is doing some good positioning points for this game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to get those points one way or the other. And talk about getting points. God's Reborn taking on the players of Venom Legends. 2 players, Nightwing and Steel Shot, have been taken down. 3 players still surviving. Yashiro was knocked out from the side of God's Reborn, but the revive should come in. And as you mentioned about Jane, surviving is key. He has managed to secure those 10 placement points for his team. And if he can pick off a few more kills, then that is definitely going to be the cherry on top of the cake for the lineup of T2K. But let's see if that is going to happen. Venom Legends and God's Reborn, mind you, are really busy fighting amongst themselves. They do not even care. Legends is going to be, it's a 4v4 final fight. They will assume God's Reborn is going to be a 4-man squad.
Exactly, but with that nade, Nightwing takes down the players of Godzibon as Sketch has already been knocked off. That brings down to Ashirao and Samad, but Venom has no idea. They, as we just said, they must be knowing that this is a 4v4 fight, but still, Jane is still surviving to that area, and kudos to the guy. To this far, he has brought down. That means he has done some good job for him, but no, Steel Shot in a trade knock has been knocked down, but the Sketch has been finally eliminated. That means Venom are still 4-man strong, and they are just trying to flush down the players of
Towards Reborn, but Mad is going to get spotted out by Ruffed being dropped down to around 20% HP. Nightwing is going to be taken down by Jane. Oh, he causes some trouble for the players of Venom Legends. Instead, I believe the kill has been secured by Jane, but Frypan's nade is finally going to finish him off. And Mad, he is in the blue zone right now. He is going to be taken out by the blue zone. Venom Legends, the finish is theirs. The chicken dinners is theirs. Not the way that they thought it was going to happen, but
exactly.
hey, at the end, 15 points are theirs. And, well